Hey everyone, Mr. Clutch here, taking a look at today's trades and kind of doing a quick review video. We've got some good things to talk about tonight. Yesterday was a little boring, but today we had some actual action and some emotions and all the stuff that we want to talk about when it comes to trading. So I've got the Rocket Scooter maps loaded up. As you know, this is what I'm trading off of here. So I'm going to show you here off the open what we were looking at and what I was looking at here. So as we open today, maps are loading, remember, in the first couple minutes here. And so one of our points where we're going to take longs in Rocket Scooters off of this is a small bear zone, but what we call bear zone tops. So my first entry was right here on this bear zone top, expecting to maybe get a bounce back up here, be a little over a point on Qs, which would probably been a 1-to-1 move on NQ. And so that obviously didn't work. It stopped out. It got a little momentum after we took it, and it was looking good, and then it just sputtered out and came back down. So the next level, we've got a strong level here at 520. Hedge pressure, but mostly monthly hedge pressure is even stronger here. So I felt really good taking this long. And so I ended up taking this as soon as it touched here. I don't think, yeah, it was right here on this candle at 9:45 this morning. So I took the trade here, and this thing was just all over the place. So I'm going to show you what it looked like in NQ, so that way I can kind of walk through and talk through the trade that way. So ignore a few of these lines here. I've got some other lines that I'm using here, but this right here, if you can see, I've got some fibs drawn here. It's these, again, there's some other lines mixed in. I might be able to just hide those actually. Let me get those out of the way for us. Nope, not that one. I want to hide that line. I want to hide, is it that one? Let's see. Oh, wrong one again. Let me get to, there we go. And then I think there's one more right here. Okay, sorry about that. So here's where that trade ended up. I actually pulled some fibs on this just to match up, to kind of show what my trade looks like normally. Here's one more I'm gonna hide. So I took this is where I took it right here, 21,498. And so it bounced off here. So I think, yeah, 9:45 candle. Here's that candle we looked at. Let me zoom in a little more. So what I'm looking at here with these fibs that I used is, this is like my risk to reward. So my risk is right down here. This would be -1. So I've got a 40-point stop, and I'm going for a 2-to-1 here. So as we come down and hit this was so choppy. What a wild ride. Like, you know, we were cruising along. Like after I took it, yeah, here it looked like it was pushing up, then it came back down to my entry. And it was just, you know, anytime we got momentum, just giant red candles here. So this was up and down. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, like I haven't really got enough profit where I'm really like wanting to secure anything yet. So I wanted to give it room to breathe, but I'm also thinking, okay, this isn't looking great. And so then we get this push up here, and I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna get towards our 2-to-1 here. And then you see this giant red candle all the way back down here, almost to like a half R return if I closed out here. So I'm thinking, okay, here we go again. But then it ran back up to that 1.5. So it's like a 1.5 to 1 to trade here. And so at this point, I'm kind of looking around, and I'm seeing it get stuck here. I'm seeing kind of some chatter here, and then I look over here, and there's a line here that, or there's an area here where you know, where there was support before. Now it's looking like it's turning into resistance. I went back a little farther. There's some more back there. So I'm at this point thinking, okay, I'm pretty happy with this trade. It's 1.5 to 1. I'd love to let it run out more, but I don't know if that it's going to do that. So I went ahead and I put my stop at like 50. Like I was trailing really tight, and obviously, I mean, right when it got up in here, I just moved my stop up, and so it was the perfect timing, because I think it was within seconds of closing this just giant drop, because these are 1-minute candles. So, but that drop started. So really happy with how it turned out, because if you see, like from that point on, it came back and would have hit my stop here. So I was out then. I would have been out had I not. If I would have tried to let it go to 2-to-1, it would have never recovered back. Like I would have almost got back up here. Could have had potentially another way to close it out here. So this is one of those times where, like, I'm going to do more videos on risk to reward, but if you think about it here, like when I'm at 1.5, on return here from my risk size, at this point I've got zero point 0.5 more to go, right? But I'm risking 2.5 to in this trade, so it's not worth that last 0.5 risk to me to potentially lose 2.5. That's like 5 to 1 at that point, the reverse way. So this would have to go up here 5 times for every one it goes down here, and I did not. And a lot of times I'll feel like we're getting there. Today I did not feel like that, so I wanted to get out and just get rid of the trade. And so again, it worked out perfect, and that was it. I shut the computer, $750. I shut it. I was gone. It was a 14-minute trade that I was in through here, and I think maybe a little longer. That was like 25 minutes, I think. Yeah, and so yeah, that was it, and then we were out. So I wanted to show one more thing, because then the price action was crazy the rest of the day. I wanted to show SPY's map on Rocket Scooter. I tell you, this hedge pressure, I mean, this is such a strong entry. SPY had a strong entry too that I wasn't trading later in the day, but this right here at like 1303 would have been entry on SPY off of this. Again, there's a small bear zone there that I just talked about. We take bear zone tops and the hedge pressure bounce here. I really would have liked to take that had I been trading, and that would have been a really good trade as well, because it ended up going 3 Rs. It got in here. Look, that nothing even closes below that line. I mean, that was a stress-free trade up to here. So that if we go 1303, let me slide over. It might be kind of messy here. Let me get back to it. 1303, so we're back in here somewhere maybe. Yeah, right here, this little drop. So if I would have taken it, it looked like it was right in here, so say 60.49 up to 76, that's over 25-point move there. So could have taken that, but honestly, like even this didn't stop you out, because the 49, you're still within your stopping range here. So, and then it would have went up and hit even more, because I track up to 3 Rs on all my trades. So anyways, really good stuff today. Again, it was just kind of a decision day. I made the right decision at the right time. Sometimes those decisions come back to bite you and it rips farther. Sometimes you don't make that decision and it goes back and hits your stop. But today it just seemed like the right decision to make, and I'm getting more and more comfortable with these tools and kind of what the maps and what the chart's telling you on this, and worked out really well. So hopefully this helps you out. Hopefully there's a little bit you can take from kind of the risk and the thought on, once you get to a certain point, like, you might be getting greedy to get more if it's seeming like it's having trouble getting there. And so taking profits never a bad thing in my opinion. I've changed a lot of my mindset the last year as I've shifted into this new year on stuff like that. So we'll talk more about that in videos moving forward, but that's it for today. So I hope everyone has a good rest of the night and a good trading day on Thursday, and hopefully I'll be back tomorrow with another recap.